just landed on the moon in the Lambo, taking pictures with the zoom and the angle. We'll be coming back to you with the samples. Our predictions coming soon with a halo. We just landed on the moon in the Lambo, taking pictures with the zoom and the angle.
Hello, future millionaires. This is Aztec, and this is the CSC. Let's get into this, guys. Now, I know a lot of you guys have already been asking me. I want to talk about Ghost, QuickSwap, Matic, and then also I'll be talking about Persistence and Matic. Guys, these are just some plays that I want to talk about because obviously everyone's so bearish on the market right now, and everyone is looking for some type of opportunity. So I'm looking for something that's kind of uncorrelated or less risky, and I want to go ahead and present that to you today. I'm just going to go ahead and go over the hard facts, the data, and what could potentially happen. Obviously, do your own research. None of this is financial advice. This is just things that I'm doing, taking some profits off the table, and I'm moving it into these kind of things. This is definitely not an all-in type thing, guys. Recently I've talked about, big projects like, XRP, 4 months ago before it boomed. I talked about EasyFi before it went on Binance, and many other extremely big projects. Obviously, I talked about Unilend and that, 9x at one point or around there. Huge things. I think recently in my last video I talked about Bitcoin Cash, and that went up like 60%. So I've done very well for myself. So what I want to go ahead and do is kind of generally go over the market and what my thought is about the general market. We'll kind of bring in token metrics. My referral link down below will be down below for token metrics, guys. This is AI quant grade type analysis and analytics. I definitely recommend the project, and the as a whole, it's really been very helpful to me, kind of joining that information in with my technical analysis. So we'll kind of go over token metrics on my channel because I invested in the software of token metrics, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of share a little bit of that. We'll go ahead and go over the Google Analytics and my technical analysis. But if you don't want to really go over this, go ahead and just skip ahead to the projects that I've told you I'm going to talk about today. So we're going to talk about Persistence and Matic. The stake drop, guys, is huge, very huge. It's a very easy way if you're already staking to it and get XPR tokens early. And also QuickSwap and Ghost, guys. This is a really very interesting thing that I want to go ahead and add a little bit more to the story, guys. Obviously, you guys know I'm in the know on a lot of things. I can't tell you everything, but I'm going to go ahead and share more for you guys to give you a better idea of what could potentially happen. Nothing I talk about is financial advice. Let's get into this, guys. So Bitcoin, let's go ahead and look at this chart. Essentially, this is what everyone's telling you, that there's this head and shoulders type pattern that's playing out. And, if it breaks down, the projected level is right around $20,000, $20,500, right around there. Essentially, if that happens, it's more of a bearish type outlook on the bull market. I don't think that, we're ending the bull market by any means. And I'll explain. But even if we did have that type of pullback, I don't think that that's the end of the bull market. It could be a temporary down sideways type event that kind of cancels the upward trajectory, but I ultimately think that we're moving much higher. Now, if this was the case, that's right around the area where major institutions were buying in, and also it's right at the high of the last bull run, so there's a ton of support there at that point. I would imagine that, my personal opinion, that we'd bounce extremely heavily off of that area. Now, that's the, extreme bullish type scenario, and bearish scenario. Another slightly bearish scenario is that we just get the 30 to 40% type pullback that we've gotten, in the last type bull market that we were in. And in that case, that we got around a 30 to 40% pullback, that would be right around the 50-day moving average right here at this red line. And that would put us around, $27,000. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the BLX chart. And I kind of highlighted a couple things here to go over. So essentially, if we zoom out and we take a look at the last bull run, you can see here from the bull run back in 2014 to the bull run in 2017, as we broke up and moved away from the bear market of the last bull market in 2014 to the bull market in 2017, there was many significant 30 to 40% pullbacks all the way up till the top around 20K in 2017. So, just because you get a nice 30 to 40% correction, guys, that doesn't mean the bull market's over. It just means that there's a nice correction to kind of reset the market, help us move to the next level. So, that's my opinion on the market. And if we go ahead and kind of bring in the AI and the quant grade type analysis, essentially token metrics for Bitcoin is suggesting, that this is the AI here, the dotted line, and the actual performance of Bitcoin is the red line. As you can see in the future, going towards the end of the month and beginning of next month, they are believing, or I guess the AI is projecting that Bitcoin may just move down sideways and potentially like right around the 24th, even get down to around $27,000. And that kind of coincides with the analysis of moving down to the 50-day exponential moving average, right around $27,000. So, if you take this into consideration, as you can see, we're just kind of zoomed in here, and as you can see, Bitcoin has followed, or the AI has predicted, Bitcoin's projections pretty well. And it just recently, from December when things got really, really bullish, it outperformed the AI's predictions. But overall, as you can see in the past, it's projected the performance of Bitcoin very well. So, if you're looking at, what everyone's saying, the big traders, the AI and everything, if you're looking at Bitcoin moving down sideways, and this is what you also believe, then, you may want to take profits. You may want to, kind of take some risk off the table, or you may be looking for uncorrelated type, opportunities that are not going to be affected by, a market move of down sideways. So I would like to say, before we get into persistence and, QuickSwap, Matic, and Ghost here, or Abe Gotchi, as I should say, what we want to talk about is this Google Trends data. So this is very interesting. As you can see, the last bull run in 2014 is very, very minuscule in size compared to 2017. And as Google Trends is suggesting, the interest in Bitcoin, overall, the market is just exploding. And I really think, guys, this is my opinion, I think that this area right here is going to look just like this area in comparison to where we're going, in overall price, and also, interest in Bitcoin. So it is interesting to see that the Google Trends data, people searching for Bitcoin, is only going up, up, up right now. And this is generally a leading indicator of the interest and also the performance of the market. So definitely something to consider, guys. Keep your eye on this. If you start seeing it tank, it's a leading indicator. So, as it moves up here, though, even with this pullback, I think that's interesting, because I think what that suggests to me is that people are saying, hey, guys, there might be a pullback here. We might be moving down sideways, but that means there's a sell, and they're telling all their friends and family, and people are starting to look at Bitcoin. Why did it hit 40K? All this stuff. So I think this is very interesting. If we're comparing the Google Trends data suggesting that there's still a lot of interest, and we're looking at Bitcoin moving down sideways, there's a lot of deals going to be down here, and we're looking for opportunities, then that kind of leads us into the next portion, which is, in this case, it's going to be Matic and persistence. This is huge, guys. Why? Because if you're already staking Matic, or you want to take a little profits off the table, move it towards Matic staking, obviously there's the performance of Matic the token, but this, if you're going to kind of be long term with Matic, this is great. If you're already looking at or wanting to do this, secure the network, and also get your hands on the staking rewards, and now the XPRT that is Persistence token, which, guys, this is, you're getting the token before the token generation event, or you're being able to acquire it before the token generation event. This is huge, guys. As they say here, it says, Matic holders, prepare to get your hands on a share of $50,000 worth of XPRT during the Matic Network stake drop beginning January 16th. Amid huge demand from the community, our Matic Network stake drop will commence on January 16th. So as you can see, I'm telling you guys beforehand because, like always, guys, I'm always looking to tell you guys before everyone knows, or before the thing happens. So as you can see, if you click here, you'd get this article here. This is a Medium article, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of break down all the highlights, not go over everything, guys. We're going to breeze through this, okay? So what they're saying, key details: total rewards 200,000 XPRT, which is a total of $50,000 based on the latest valuation of XPRT. So campaign duration is for 45 days. Here's the start date, January 16th. The end date is on March 2nd, so you have plenty of time to kind of join in. And as you can see here, it says that all you'll need to do is do a magic transaction. Here's the network rewards pool of 160,000 XPRT and an audit.1 rewards pool of 40,000. That makes up the 200,000 XPRT that's up for grabs. Now, this is why XPRT is so interesting, guys. It says, first things first, what is Persistence and XPRT token? Persistence is an interoperable protocol built to facilitate the creation of next-gen financial products powered by blockchain. The Persistence tech stack provides the infrastructure to effectively bridge the realms of DeFi and traditional finance in a variety of areas, whilst also enabling the creation of innovative crypto-facing solutions to expand the DeFi space. Specifically, it's saying using the features of DeFi and utilizing NFTs to tokenize real-world assets. Guys, any type of project that's getting into real-world assets, bringing it to the blockchain, this is the future, guys. This is interesting. So that's why I'm so bullish on a project that hasn't even come out yet. I think the concept, the idea, and what they're going. So the project is already out, but the token has not come out yet. Their ideas and the things that they're already doing, Persistence is already doing, are huge, and what they want to do in the future is huge. So as you can see here, they're saying that it can solve the current problems of traditional finance, thus opening the floodgates to allow a torrent of new capital into the crypto ecosystem. And I believe that this is already happening with some of the large DeFi projects, like let's say Aave, for instance. They're bringing real world assets in, and obviously, like I've talked about Unilend before, they're also looking at these kind of things. So this is where DeFi is going, and obviously real world assets, how much money can that really bring in? A lot. So as you can see here, XPRT will carry a variety of use cases within the Persistence ecosystem, including participating in staking to contribute to network security and community governance of the Persistence main chain. So XPRT is going to have use case in the project overall, which is already out. Just to clarify, again, I'm clarifying because I kind of misspoke there for a second. The project is already out and already doing big things, and being able to get my hands on some XPRT, that's huge for me. And doing this early before the token generation event has happened, this is huge. So if we kind of scroll down, this is one more point here. So to get involved, what can you do? It says stake Matic tokens on the network via Matic staking dashboard, not via exchanges. Exchange stakers will not be eligible to earn XPRT rewards. So essentially, you want to stake your Matic tokens to audit.1, which is the Persistence validator on Matic. And it says here, send a magic transaction. In the case of the Matic stake drop, the magic transaction is a transaction of 0 Matic tokens to the designated address specified on the website will be provided on January 14th. Only your address and wallet that is used to stake your Matic is to be used. Sending from a different address with no stake Matic tokens will mean you're not eligible for the stake drop. We will provide the address to send your Magic transaction to via the stake drop page of the Persistence website on January 14th. So essentially, I mean, like for instance, if you want to stake your Matic, you can go ahead and just send the Matic to your MetaMask, and it's saying in the after you go ahead and stake to Audit.one, you can send a transaction. So you just click send. You click the address that they tell you to send it to. You need to just do 0 Matic, and obviously the transaction is going to go through, and that proves and shows your transaction ID, and that will be connected to this staked Matic that you're staking, and essentially that will prove that you're participating. So it's very easy. 1 step, you're going to stake. 2, you're going to send this super easy Magic transaction, and you're in. And if you're already staking, so this is just a test wallet, guys, but I want to show you. Essentially, if you're at the overview, obviously here's your wallet, and here's your staking portion of the wallet, Matic wallet. All you're going to do is you need your MetaMask, you need your Matic wallet, and you'd click it over the overview. You'd scroll down, you'd find Audit.one, you'd click Delegate, and when you click Delegate, it's going to bring you to this page, and you're just going to confirm the transaction, select the amount of Matic that you want to stake to Audit.one. As you can see right here, it looks like this, Audit.one, and then you would stake it, and then you would see this screen. You're already staking. I took about $1,000 worth of Matic, moved it over here just to show you guys, that I am participating. I don't want to show you my actual wallet, with all my money and all that, but that's being staked, for Matic and all that, but and with Audit.one. But here's $1,000 that I'm already staking, and what does that mean? I'm getting rewards of Matic for securing the network, and also I'm going to go ahead and get my chance at my portion of this 200,000 XPRT that's up for grabs. So really cool thing. If you're looking for a strategy where you're already going to be staking, you already want to stake something, you want to be getting some yield while the market's kind of moving down sideways. This is perfect because not only are you getting yield, you're getting XPRT tokens. So this is really cool, guys. I think this is very easy to do, especially if you're interested in this and already staking or want to move some of your profits over. So that's one thing I'm doing. 2, Aavegotchi, guys. Aavegotchi, they're related to Aave. So here's the news, guys. Here's the news. You guys are wondering, what am I going to add to the story? Obviously, here's the story, but I'll tell you guys, there's some really big players, that are interested in this scenario. Influencers and investors, and they are looking at this because what we're seeing is that QuickSwap is the major DEX on layer 2, and there's a lot of opportunity, and I'll kind of break this down, of course, but there's a lot of opportunity in Quick. Now, I'm not trying to pump, I'm not saying go all in, I'm definitely not saying that, because there's not a lot of liquidity on layer 2, and you have to be really careful with these kind of things. But I am going to take personally a small bit of my portfolio. This is a high risk type play that has data to support the fact that it's uncorrelated to the general market, and that at least the performance of Bitcoin, I should say. And it's a play where you could potentially make some. I am potentially thinking I can make some digital currency here. So this is the interesting thing. Let's kind of go into it, break it down little by little. There's obviously some really big players that are interested in this, guys. So I'm just kind of, that's the addition to the story. I'm gonna break down the story. Also, what this also means is that QuickSwap is getting a lot of traction, guys. There's what I also want to add is that this could potentially mean that there's other big projects moving to Matic, and their tokens could potentially have partnerships with QuickSwap, And Quick itself, the Quick token can have, a lot of use case. So let's get into it. Let's get, that's kind of the news, but let's get into breaking it down. So the other news portion, and then the data to come. So it says January 29th, over $100,000 worth of liquidity migration incentives. Let the migration begin. So if you click here, it pulls up this article, and this is a article that's on Abe Gotchi's Medium. Again, I'm just going to go over the key highlights here. So it says over 100,000 USD. All right. That's why the Abe Gotchi development team, Pixelcraft Studios, is offering 50,000 USD in liquidity migration rewards split between everyone who participates in Ghost staking on Matic beginning on January 29th. So obviously, if you don't know about this project, you definitely should look into it. Abe Gotchi is very, very interesting as a project in general. And just to kind of continue here, it says our good friends at Matic have also promised to match our $50,000 worth of Ghost with an equal amount of Matic token, bringing the total rewards for staking Ghost on Matic to $100,000. So that's where the $100,000 comes from, the $250,000. It says in addition, the team at QuickSwap, the Matic equivalent of Uniswap. So QuickSwap is the DEX. So what this article is saying is, Uniswap's on layer 1. Well, the Uniswap of layer 2 is QuickSwap, which is the DEX, the decentralized exchange. And it says here, they are promoting the listing of Ghost on Matic by creating 2 new rewards pools, Ghost Quick and Ghost USDC. These 2 pools combined will offer 1,000 Quick, the native governance token of QuickSwap, in rewards per day to liquidity providers. Guys, this is a massive amount of Quick that liquidity providers to these 2 pools, Ghost Quick and Ghost USDC, are going to be able to get. So, as of this point, 1 Quick token is worth about $2.20, with a total supply of just 1 million Quick and a circulating supply of around $100,000. Do the math, friend. All right, let's break this down. Quick is going to get a lot of interest. Why? Because you need Quick, and you're going to have to buy Quick to participate in staking, so that you can have your chance at 1,000 Quick per day. Your portion of that pool. So people are going to be buying Ghost, which is Abe Gotchi's token, and they're going to be buying Quick so they can participate. And if they already have Ghost and they're moving over, they're going to be buying Quick. So there's a lot of potential for the price of Quick here. I'm not giving financial advice. This is not legal advice. Is none of that. I'm not saying go all in. What I'm saying is that I'm telling you something before it happens, like I always do. So Quick itself potentially is going to see some more interest, and this is uncorrelated to the overall performance of Bitcoin, because this is something that people are projecting and looking to get into the future. And this is separate from the performance of Bitcoin, because people, for instance, like myself, are probably not dumping Quick when they know people are going to be getting into this, and the price is moving up, which I'll show you. I'll show you the data in just a second, guys. So here's the information. As you can see, here's the data. So Abe Gotchi. Now this is one site. This is DappRadar, and that it's aggregating data. This is just one site, and they're saying over a 7-day period, there's about 203 users. Volume for Abe Gotchi is around $616,000. So I'm going to go ahead and add to the story by giving you guys some data. Now, if you take these numbers and take a look at what QuickSwap is doing, a 7-day average. Again, guys, this is just one site's aggregated information. They're saying there's about 170 users in the 7-day period, which means it's potentially, if these users from Abe Gotchi move over, that could 2x this amount of users. And the amount of volume that's going through QuickSwap right now is over 100,000. If some of the $600,000 of volume moves over, to this. You can see, where I'm going with this. There could be some nice liquidity that's moving over to Quick Swap, and potentially they may be buying Quick to participate in this event that's happening on the 29th. So just to kind of tell you one more thing, this was in the article. It says, when will Aavegotchi go live on Matic? So there are currently only 2 blockers preventing a launch on Matic. One is Chainlink BRF, has not been deployed on Matic. However, the Chainlink team is confident it will happen this month, so not a big deal. The other is that handling the Aave A token interest on Matic requires a custom solution, which we are currently implementing. Once these 2 blockers are solved, we will be ready to launch. So this is one thing to note. There are some technological feats that need to be developed before this can go live. But obviously they think this is all going to happen very soon, and this specifically for QuickSwap is happening on the 29th. So for Aavegotchi to move over, there are some things that need to happen, which will happen very soon from what they say. But Quick and Ghost, this whole marriage is going to happen very soon. So looking at the data, guys, here's the data. I'm telling you guys beforehand. Again, I'm not saying go on. This is high risk. There's low liquidity on these type of exchanges, and you got to do your own research. You really need to understand DeFi, Layer 2, and all this kind of stuff to even make this kind of play, if you want to do it. And here's some of the pools that are already on QuickSwap, as you can see, and they require Quick to be involved in a lot of these pools, as you can see. So being that Quick has utility because it's needed within the pools that are already going, and will be needed for the new pools that are being created. It's very interesting for Quick as a token. And as you can see here, in the last couple days, Quick has been exploding, and I really think this is because of the news. But here we go. I'm adding to it. And what does this say? What does it say for Matic also, guys? We have to think, Aavegotchi is a really big project. There's a lot of users for a gaming dApp. There's a lot of interest here, and they're moving over. What does that mean? There's probably going to be other big projects that move to Matic, and if they move to Matic, if they're DeFi type projects, have NFTs and all this kind of stuff, they're probably going to potentially work with QuickSwap as well. Do you see what I'm saying? Also, we have to note, I want to go ahead and give a definitive explanation of what Aavegotchi is, just in case you don't know. Aavegotchi is DeFi stake crypto collectibles. Collect, compete, and combine your Aavegotchis for the ultimate gamified DeFi experience. So it's a DeFi experience, and it's actually very interesting. I'll probably have to do a video specifically for this, but NFTs, DeFi, gaming, all kind of rolled up into one thing. Farming, very interesting project. Moving over to Matic, and I really think there's a lot more to come. I think there's some big players that are really interested in all of this, and with Ethereum prices for each transaction to happen, being extremely high, this is the way. This is the way, guys. So I think Layer 2 itself is going to do well, and here we are. This is the Uniswap of Matic, of Layer 2, guys. This is huge. A lot of these games are all moving over to Matic. Who are they going to probably, have their tokens partner and which DEX is going to, be used to swap? Well, it's going to be QuickSwap. That's my opinion. And I think Quick, the token, it has a lot of utility on its way, guys. So I just wanted to kind of give you my opinions, some things that I'm doing in the near future with some of my profits. And never give up on the future of money. Let me know what you guys are doing if you got, take part in these kind of things. If you're interested in these things, as you can see, liquidity is definitely on the rise. And if we take a look at the overview here of the liquidity, it when it came out, there was obviously a lot of liquidity, just like all dexes receive, and it's kind of moved down, but it is moving up. So as the liquidity moves up, big projects like Aavegotchi move over. That means there's a lot of potential here, and I really think DeFi, like I tell you, there's a lot of DeFi projects I talk about, is going to have a really good run, during this time, and I think Layer Two is going to have a lot of interest in and people moving into it because mainly just out of necessity. So, anyways, guys, never give up on the future of money. Take it easy.